Okay, I'm Debbie, and welcome to day 2. We're doing writing today, and we're looking at how writing works in the book. Lots of practical activities, which means you have to get up and work. All right? I don't want to talk all day. I want you to talk, and I want you to do the activities. There are some bits where we have to sit and talk, but most of it is doing. All right. So we're going to start with a warmer. Now, you should have one piece of, well, you should have two, but you should have one piece of paper. Looks like this. And this is a warmer, and it's a writing warmer because we're doing a writing workshop. So one piece of paper like this. It's a game called Consequences. Do you know consequences? Okay, on the top, I want you all to write one girl's name, or one lady from the group, or one lady's name on the top. So, like this. So just one name, any name, just write a name, your friend's name, and then fold it down. Oh, no, sorry, fold it back. Fold it back. So, when you have done it, show me. Show me. I need to see that everybody has done it before we pass it on. Yeah. Okay, so fold it back. You can't see the name. Pass it to your neighbour. No, this way, your neighbour this way. Pass it to your neighbour. Duh. Pass it along to your neighbour. Pass the paper. Don't look at the name. Don't look at the name. The new paper. Write a boy's name. A boy's name. And then fold it over. Just fold it over one, just one, like this. Everybody ready? Show me that you're ready. This way, I know we are ready. Then, pass it on one person. Yeah, everybody passed it on. Now, the place that they met. Write it here. The place that they met. So where did they meet? Only the name. Where did they meet? Somewhere good. Funny, maybe. Pass it on. Pass it on. Ready? He said, write what he said. Yeah, no, write what he said. He said, I love you. He said, you look beautiful. He said, I don't like your dress. He said, write something. What did he say? He said, write. Anything. Something funny. He said. He said, right? You ready? Fold it over. Pass it on. Shh. She said. She said. Right now, what she said. And then fold it over. Okay? Fold it over. Then pass it on. Listen, he said, she said, and so they And so they, what did they do? What did they do? Fold it over, pass it on. And the last one, in the end, in the end, they, last one, in the end, they, what? What happened in the end? Yeah, good one, yeah, but don't tell me. Fold it over and pass it on. Okay. And then when you have the final one, you can open it and read it. Not yet, in a minute, yes. Remember, this is the story. Girl's name, boy's name, they met at, he said, she said, and so they, in the end they. Read it. You got a funny one? You like it? Anyone got a funny one? Okay. And
Mona and Fuad met in the street. He said, "How are you?" And she said, "You are busy all the time." And so they agreed to visit each other. In the end, they got married.
Oh, that's quite a good one. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go one over here now. Okay, 1 minute. Wait for the microphone. Okay.
Amal Hadi Ramallah.
No, remember this? Right. The names and then they...
They met in Ramallah. Oh, what are you doing?
No, come on.
He said, "What are you doing here?" She said, "Nice to see you too. I have been looking forward to meeting you."
Oh, good.
And so they agreed to sit and discuss and explain material together. In the end, they went to a cafe.
Oh, okay. Has anyone got a funny one? A really funny one? Okay, one more here and then we'll finish. One more here. Wait, can you wait? Yeah.
Fatima met Riyadh in Naples. He said, "You were in the prison last year. When did you go out?" She said, "You are male." So they have lunch. In the end, they slept early.
Okay. Okay, this is a writing activity. Writing can be fun. Yeah, writing can be fun. Now, the first time you do it, they're like, what, like you, what's this? But if you do it again on another day, and write lots, and have fun, and speak. They will read, they will speak, they will write. They will listen to each other. Yeah. So writing can be fun. All right? And afterwards, you have many pieces of paper to write a story from. Yes. They can write the real story from these few pieces of few words, or you can use these for correction. Because the grammar will be wrong, the tense will be wrong, and they can take one from each other and correct and write the story. So from one small activity.
And they wouldn't be angry because you wouldn't know who made the mistake, so they would enjoy it.
It doesn't matter, yeah. Doesn't matter who made the mistake, you don't know.
So they take it easy and then.
Yeah. And if you do this one, they use each other's names and then they giggle. They think it's funny because they talk about each other. So just a quite nice activity to warm us up, get us thinking about English, get us in the mood for English. Warmers don't have to be the same as the content of the lesson. They just need to be quick and get them started thinking, interested. You have to write on this piece of paper 200 words. 200 words about the topic. The title will be Using Communicative Methods to Teach Writing. 200 words. You have 15 minutes. No talking, just write 15 words. No complaining, no talking.
How many words?
200 words. starting now. Please go. The title is Using Communicative Methods to Teach Writing. Okay, you can stop. You can stop. This is a lesson on how not to teach writing. But we do it, and our teachers do this. Okay, tell your partner, how did it feel? Tell your partner, not me, tell your partner. Anyone next to you in your group, just tell them, how did it feel? Just, yeah. Tell them. Okay, now let's share. Let's share with the group. Let's share that. Have you got any comments about what was good and what was bad about that exercise? The topic? What about the topic, yeah?
For the first time, you have to think about what is communicative method.
For the first? It's the first time. So you don't know anything? Okay, and you had no ideas? Okay, no ideas.
The level, I think it's higher.
Okay.
يعني higher than their levels.
Okay. One more. I'll come back to you.
Even if it suits the level of students, it's very difficult to collect ideas together without introduction, without time,
Without preparation?
Yeah.
I'll just put prep or discussion, yeah? Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. Anything else?
Put a lot of pressure on the
Pressure, yeah. But really, 200 words is not difficult for your level. Your level. Yeah, but for you, it's not.
Okay, يعني when we teach writing, we should make the students or familiar with the topic.
Yeah.
And make sure that they know.
Yeah, but let's talk about this. We said no preparation. Come on, there must be something else. How did you feel? You felt stressed, under pressure?
You feel lost.
Confused?
Actually, something good.
Yeah, something good,
When I
yeah?
start thinking, I really scanned all writing activities that I taught to my students.
Yeah.
To find the communicative ones.
And did you find any?
Yes.
Oh, good. Good. But it made you think, so that was a positive.
Yeah. You were forced to think.
That was a positive thing, but still too much pressure to think properly.
My partner was so much relaxed because he knows a lot about this subject.
Right.
So this is maybe a
And did it
positive.
make you feel a bit embarrassed because he knew a lot?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think the teacher is not easy for him to correct such topics or such writing.
Yeah, but I'm not, let's go into that later. You're the one now moving into too far. Let's just take this activity and what we did. We will look at all of that later, I promise. I promise, bit by bit by bit. Any more about that activity? Yes, the time pressure. Yeah, time.
And also, we shouldn't share ideas with our.
Yeah, you didn't share. Okay, so no discussion.
Yeah.
No discussion. Any more before I finish? Yeah?
I think most of us put our students as such an
Yeah.
activity.
We all do
And we
it.
assume that they can write.
Yeah.
And we assume that they can do it. But in fact, they can't. So they put yourself in someone's shoes.
Yes.
It's a good experience, isn't it? It's a very good experience. Yeah, it's all the same feelings that some of the students in your group are having all the time. I saw your faces, you went, this lady here was hilarious. She went, like this. I tell you, she was so funny. But I could see the fear in her face. I can't do that. But this is what you do to your students all the time.
You make feel that they believe writing is hard, and they feel that they are not, even if they write, they are not going to write the suitable piece of the teacher wants them to.
Let's go back to the warmer and that comment. If we go back to the warmer, when you did the warmer, did you feel stressed?
No.
Did you feel that it was very difficult to write? No. But do you think that if I then said, take the piece of paper and write out the story, could you have done it easily?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a different process. And that's what we're going to look at this morning. We're going to look at the writing process before we look at the books. So please don't say, oh, when will we look at the books? We will look at the books in the next session. But first we're going to look at the process of writing and how to learn to write. And then we'll look at how the book does it. Right? Okay, so let's try the same activity in a different way. First of all, what I want you to do is with a few people around you, anybody around you, I want you to think about last week and your Arabic writing. So I'll make that very clear. We're talking about Arabic writing. So last week, tell your partner, what did you write? Who did you write it for? And how much did you write? In Arabic. Okay, in Arabic. Speak in English. You don't get away with it that easily. Speak in English, but what did you write in Arabic? Who did you write it for? And how much did you write? Just tell your partner. Okay, now, everybody, let's share it with a group. Let's share it with a group. Tell me, someone, if your partner told you something interesting, you tell me. Not about you, about your partner. Because I'm listening to your language, talking about your partner. Right? Are you ready? Yeah.
My partner, but she said she wrote her diary. She's still writing a diary. That amazed me. And she said,
she wrote what? Sorry?
Her diary. She said she wrote about
diary. Her diary. Okay, so a diary entry.
And I believe that's good. I stopped writing my diary a long time ago. She said she wrote about her feelings when she went to the dentist and the problems, and so on.
And who did she write it for?
For herself.
For herself?
Yeah.
Okay, and how much?
She expressed her feelings. I believe it's...
Yeah? How much did she write?
About 200 words.
200 words. Okay, that's fine. Next one, somebody else. Yeah.
My partner, she always looking for a good recipe for Kai.
Okay.
For the feast and Ramadan. For the Eid, yes. And last week she found her, her best recipe. And she did it, and her family liked it so much.
Okay, so who did she write the recipe for?
For herself also.
For herself?
Yeah.
And how?
Maybe
100 words? 60 words? Yeah. 60 words.
60 to 100 words, yeah.
Okay, someone else.
Yes, my partner, she wrote a text message to her friend in Egypt.
So it was for a friend?
In Egypt, yeah.
Yeah. And
it's about 100 or 150.
Okay. Okay, another one from a gentleman. We haven't had a gentleman. I'll take you next.
Yes,
Yeah.
Here my partner told me that he wrote to his son.
Right.
He's studying outside the country.
Yeah.
Telling him, be careful. There will be no money from now on.
Okay, what kind of message was it? What kind of message was it? Text?
On the Facebook.
Or
Yeah.
email? Facebook, that's
Yeah,
different. Facebook.
He could have done it in 2 words.
No money. Stay there, no money. Okay, and how many words?
50.
50 words. One from the gentleman here. There are 2 types of writing here that you did last week in Arabic, in your own language. Okay, have a look at these. Okay, what 2 types of writing are there?
Formal writing, informal writing.
Yeah, okay, formal and informal, even more than. Let me tell a lady then.
Writing for yourself and for others.
Writing for yourself and for others. Good, there's another one.
Soft copies and hard copies.
Okay, soft copies. So we've got quite a lot. Any more?
Short and long.
Short and long.
Electronic writing.
Oh, okay, that's another one. Yeah, electronic and non-electronic.
Easy and difficult.
Easy and difficult, yeah. I'm still looking for one more. Sorry?
Writing.
Yeah, 2 types of writing. All those are correct. With, maybe with and without grammar, because often text messages don't have very good grammar in, or still waiting for another one.
Related to sort of experience, but work.
Okay, we're getting closer now, yeah. I'm going to take it from there. This is usually personal and often pleasurable, and you want to write it. Okay? This is obligatory. It's different. Yeah. Personal, and probably you want to write it, especially all these Facebooks. Oh, how many of you write on Facebook all the time and use your phones?
That's common.
Yeah.
At the last one you call and say we need to write paragraphs, we need to write sentences.
Very different, yeah. Yeah.
And just sentences and short.
Yeah. No, all the things you said were correct. All of them were correct. But I was looking for one, because I was looking for this one of interesting for yourself and your friends, social writing, versus obligatory, longer, formal, personal writing. Generally, which ones are we asking our student to do? The other one. The other one. Which makes it more difficult for you, because you have to motivate them to do the other one, you know? And if you look at these, all these types of writing are for what? What are we doing with all these types of writing? To connect, to communicate. To communicate. So these ones, the children can see the communicative meaning, the communicative point. They know why they're sending the SMS. They know they want to send them because it's communicating with their friends, with their family, with everyone. But this sort of writing, which includes the textbook, classroom writing, really, they don't see the point. They don't see the value. It's your job to make them see the value.
I'm not ready for writing reports.
No, I know. But I'm not talking about reports. I'm talking about obligation writing. Not one that you motivate yourself to do. Next thing, I want you to now think about, I know you're not all teachers, so think about one of your teachers. If you're a supervisor, think about a teacher, any teacher. Okay? Because when you train, when you deliver this training, your audience will be teachers. So if you're not a teacher, pretend. What I want you to do is make a pie chart. You know pie charts? Yeah. Easy. And the pie chart is about what do you teach and how much. Now, I'm going to put these on the wall. So before you start, I am telling you the purpose of these is so that other people can look at them and they can be put on the wall. So there's plenty of paper. even though they're going on the wall, I am only going to give you a few minutes. It is not an art class today. Maybe with the children, I'd say take them home, colour them in, be beautiful. But with you, I'm not. You do just write your, can you pass those one along? If you need paper, please do your pie chart. What do you teach in lessons? So skills, reading, writing, listening, speaking. Generally, yeah. Each week in the English lesson. So what are you teaching? Whatever you think. Maybe it's grammar, skills, what you think. I know it's time. But when you're finished, can you go and put it on the wall? I will give you some blue tack. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't have to be exact. Yeah, perfect. On the wall. Oh, bigger. Can we just do it a little bit bigger? It is better that you are thinking. I would rather you were using your mind to think than copy. Not productive, okay? Finish. Now, what I want you to do now is some of you go and look at those, and some of you go and look at those. See if you can see any similarities. All right, so some over there, some over there. Okay, did you notice anything in particular about general, yeah?
Writing skill is a very small percentage in all the charts. Via grammar, grammar is a very big percentage.
Grammar is bigger in those, and the writing is very small. Anything else?
But what I would like to say here is, in general, I think that all the pie charts are similar.
Similar, yeah.
The distribution, I mean, of the skills.
Yeah.
Nearly looks similar.
They look similar, with writing the smallest.
Yeah.
About.
Yes.
In fact, most of us wrote what is supposed to be and what is being.
Okay, there's another good point. What would you like to say? All right, some wrote. What would you? Can you expand that comment, please? Can you tell me more?
I've been a supervisor for 8 years, and I noticed that, for example, the activity of listening, speaking, and writing are mostly eliminated in classrooms. Most of us focus on teaching reading, grammar, vocabulary, and that's all.
Okay.
Writing is, to some extent, it is eliminated, especially in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th grades.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay, that's interesting. Not everybody agrees about the pie charts, but yeah. 1 minute. Oh.
Yeah, last year, through my visits to our teachers, it was distributed into 2 parts.
Yeah.
First 5 graders, listening and speaking.
Yes. Absolutely, and that's right.
Whereas 6th, 7th to 12th, they mainly concentrated on grammar.
Okay.
So this year we are working with Mr. Mu'taz on writing project with the ministry.
Good.
I decided that I called the teacher previously. Tomorrow I'm coming to attend writing class. Because almost none of my visited teachers taught writing.
Okay, but even when we teach writing,
I'll come to you.
yes, and even when we teach writing, mostly we ask students to write.
Okay.
We don't use
the skills. Okay, we'll come to that in 5 minutes' time. Keep that thought in your mind. I did say this later.
I teach literature from 1st grade to 5th grade.
Right.
The new curriculum, as he said, focuses also on speaking and listening more than reading and writing. That's natural for young students, but I teach my son at home. He takes a lot of grammar. You know, teachers, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, there is a whole piece of grammar in the book, in the textbook. So the teacher, they don't have any chance to give the writing a bigger space.
Yes. Okay, but remember today we're focusing on 6, 7 and 8. That's absolutely right, and it's right that 1 to 5 should focus on speaking and listening. That's correct, it's the right way. Last person was here.
In grade 6, in grade 6, just the students have to reorder sentences and so on. In grade 7, they have a topic sentence, and they are going to write a paragraph. They started to learn how to do this from unit 1. At the end of unit 24, they have to form a paragraph. So this is a good thing for them.
Okay, well we'll look at how the new book does it, all those comments. So from here, we've decided, in general, that writing is covered the least. Which is the most difficult skill? Generally, okay, it's the last skill to master, and it's the most difficult skill to master. In general, everybody is different, okay? I'm generalizing. But in general, it's the most difficult skill to master, and yet we leave it to last. We leave it to the end of the unit. And so you do it at home, you do the homework, and Mama does it. So when it comes to the internet. From the internet. I know. I lived in Egypt for 5 years, and taught in Egypt, so I know it's similar. You know, you take it home, Mama does it, the tutor helps you, so you never. The student never practice, and so it's the skill that they can do the least, I think. Speaking as well, but that's a different, we're not looking at speaking today, we're looking at writing. So from here you agree that it has the least time, but it is one of the more difficult skills, therefore it should have more time really, I think. But, okay, but the course, so we'll look at how much time the course book does a bit later.
And the number of classes, from 1st grade
to
4th grade, we have 3 classes a week only. This is a big problem for the teacher. Where's the time? And writing needs time.
I can't solve any of that though. Okay.